Hey everybody! You. So hi everybody! I want to make a video right now because I just came. Whoa! Big deal! Well, actually, in some way it is. Because, see, since my testosterone is like down through the basement, I have hardly ever even felt like getting horny at all, like not spontaneously for sure, and porn is just disgusting me, and with the right person I can tell you it does work, but I'm like not just spontaneously getting any erections, I'm not spontaneously getting any horny. It happens really, really rarely, and usually it passes before I even think of masturbating. Or I do believe it happened once that I started, and I was like, nah, come on, what? Takes too long. So usually it's not even appearing to me as if it was worth the effort to do something about that tiny horniness I might feel, and I'm just like whatever. Who needs that anyway? Who needs masturbation? Fuck that. Well, the thing is, everybody needs that. We all need sex. We all need, well, except for like asexual people, okay? Yeah, we all need to come. And I hadn't felt like I had much of a need for it now for a long time. Like right now it is 2 o'clock and 1 minute of the 13th of April 2016, which means that I have been on HRT for 6 weeks and 2 days. 6 weeks and 2 days. My testosterone levels right now are like in the lower third part of normal cisgender females, and one of the effects of this low testosterone level is that I don't really get horny easily, or that when I'm horny I can lose interest every now and then and like stop it or go in waves up and down, and things take longer. And another effect is that I can be horny and I can have sexual contact with people, I can be intimate and enjoy it very much, but I don't anymore have this feeling that I do really have to come, otherwise I would be super frustrated. So, but what happened now is that 2 nights ago I had let's say an intimate contact with a cisgender female who I also have some romantic entanglement with, and we had appeared to just switch roles completely. So she happens to have some quite masculine traits and to be very dominant at times, which is fantastic for me to right now find out different sides of me, because I know I very much know how I can be dominant, how I can like make someone come, how I can create an experience. But it is really a challenge for me to let go and to let myself be led and to let myself flow on this river of whatever happens. And what happened now is that with my low libido, I'm just like going with it and I'm not really pushing for anything. And at one point I decided to make her come, and I didn't really have much interest to go too deep in coming myself, which has different reasons. One of them is the lack of libido, but the other thing, and I think this is really important to realize, is that I do want to explore new parts of my sexuality that I haven't allowed enough before. But this takes a lot of time and calmness and also a lot of energy. It is a lot of work to find out, to take time and to go into like unexplored territory and go where you haven't been before, and to discover new things. There is not a goal that you have. And previously in any like sexual activity, be it with someone else or alone, I would always know how I can end up where, and I could also explore and then be free to get lost and float around, and then still know that when I want to, I can end up and come and know how to do that, how to make myself, how to make the other. So now there's this new situation where I'm not really wanting to walk the old paths. Like it would work, you know, like I could do my old program. But I'm choosing not to right now because I don't want to fall into the old habits again, which have many years caused me to not at all free other parts of myself which really, really needed to be freed. So I know exactly that if now I'm choosing the easy path and I'm just going the way I know that things work, then I will miss out on a lot of things that can work too, and that might even be a lot better for me, or at least just as good for me as what I know from before. And I will miss out on that, and I will never discover, and I will never make some experiences. So like the downside of this is that I'm just really also not going for things because I actually don't know what to go for. And this is the other reason why really I chose to make her come and to not really care for myself in that moment, because it's also a lot of fun to give somebody this pleasure and to make someone come. It's fantastic. And the new thing about this low testosterone is that really I can enjoy intimate contact, I can enjoy stimulation, I can enjoy like being all like horned up, and then just not come. You know, it is pretty fine for me. And after she came pretty nicely, she was like saying, "You're crazy, like what the fuck?" She was saying how she really felt like a man, how she was there and dominant, and she was the one coming, and she was the only one coming. And then she also crashed really fast, and she was really like, it was over there, you know, there was no like, let's continue. No, that was it. It's like this typical male pattern, you know, like you go bang bang and you come hard and you crash, and that's the end. End of story. Go to sleep. Roll over to the side. Well, she asked me afterwards how I feel, and I was just very much into actually talking about my feelings and like being super like stereotypically girly and processing and looking at things from all kinds of like emotional and rational perspectives, and observing how I feel and how things changed for me, and la 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 la. Yeah, I don't really need to come, and it's fine, and don't worry, and yeah, it's all good. Turns out, like 2 days later, I'm realizing how more and more I just get frustrated, because in this situation where I gave her and I didn't take for myself, in the end I did not get what I needed and what I wanted, and I did not take it. It was, of course, my responsibility to voice my needs, and I did actually voice the needs that I had in this moment. But I'm realizing that I might want to shift what I want more away from this fear of falling into habits, and also more away from this fear of exploring new things, which I guess should go together really well, and more into allowing quicker shifts between being more dominant and more submissive and more leading and more following. And it can be a fantastic game of roles. And I mean, I'm not against roles. Roles are amazing. You just need to be free to play with them. And yeah, the culmination was now that I just got to this conclusion that I have to freaking come. The last time I came is a month ago, because it's been like, I don't know, kind of like my, I think, second week of HRT, where I wanted to try out what it is like to masturbate now, and I made myself come, and it was not very special, and I was like, okay, fine. And since then I just didn't feel like it. Like I didn't feel like it was worth the effort to go there, because why? You know? No. Today I got in the evening more and more and more frustrated, to the point that I was like slamming my doors for no reason, and I felt like, fuck, I'm tired now, I need to go to sleep, I'm just gonna go to sleep, I'm not gonna do it. And I already was like trying to make myself decide it so that I would not like chicken out, and like I needed to give this to myself. And it's so funny that I even have to force myself to masturbate. It's so weird. But people, I can tell you, it's been so freaking worth it. Oh my god, I'm so fucking grateful I made myself take the time and the effort to give myself this pleasure that I deserve and that I needed, and to freaking make myself come and to feel like what it is now, and to see what like testosterone does to my sperm, and to see what estrogen does to my emotional response. And well, it's been somewhat surprising and somewhat not actually very special. Like a big surprise was actually, I expected a really dry orgasm. I didn't expect there to be any like ejaculate anymore at all, because like I said, my testosterone has gone like through the basement and it's like buried somewhere, and my balls have gotten a lot smaller than they used to be, so there cannot be a lot of sperm production going on. And it's certainly not a lot of sperm, like there's not a lot of like matter in it, but it's actually been quite like wet, quite a lot of liquid, and I still had this like feeling of like shooting out, which I thought will just not happen. Yeah, which cisgender women who can or do or whatever, like happen to squirt or happen to be able to make themselves squirt, and talk about how like putting something out gives you this like certain feeling, which of course like cisgender men usually have when they ejaculate sperm. And I still had that feeling of like shooting something out, but still it was different. And it had a different smell to it. It actually smelled almost like nothing, maybe a little sweet, but definitely very different from before. And what else can I say? Well, the orgasm itself wasn't actually very different. It was quite short, it was very good, very intense. I seriously lost my mind for a moment, so there was no holding on and thinking. And I mean, like everybody knows what a bad orgasm feels like, and I guess men and women can have that, like cis or trans. That one was a good one, but kind of like masculine in its like intensity, and I don't know if masculine in its intensity, but certainly masculine in its duration. It was a big fire that burned down really strongly and really quickly. Now, a big difference though was, well, I'm sitting here making a video, and that's not something that you do when you're like male and testosterone and you come, like you're dead. You're really dead, and you like wanna sleep or like just roll over, and that's it. And it's quite fascinating. It's like being on PEP somehow. I had an insane feeling of happiness and relief. I smiled really big. I felt really fulfilled and really, really awake. I felt really energized. And I went to shower right after, and I just felt like this feeling of what my hamster has told me what it's like to be on speed. That is that like apparently according to my hamster, you can like have this insane focus where you see things really strongly and precisely. And this is how I felt there in my shower after coming. I was suddenly staring at the shower walls and seeing all these like tiny specks on the wall, this like texture of the paint, and super attentive and super energized, focused, clear, sharp. Really new, really new, very, very different from before. And I felt fully like hyper motivated to go and like speak about this and share this and make this video. And so here I am with my boyfriend. It's been awesome. So people, go masturbate. Like it's good for you. Do that. And like stop feeling fucking dirty for doing anything sexual. Like get over yourself. Like sex positivity is the one way to go in life, in this universe. You're not here to feel shame about your body. You're not here to feel shame about your sexuality, it's just a body. It is something that happens in your nervous system, in your brain. It's amazing, it's beautiful. Go for it. Don't ever let anyone tell you to feel ashamed for anything that turns you on. Any kind of stimulation, any kind of mental kink, anything, everything is okay. And that's why I'm here talking. Like, I know a lot of people that know me personally are going to see this and they're gonna go like, oh, wow. And then I think like, go think about it for a moment. Like, who doesn't masturbate? And if you don't, then why not? Like, go deeper, find out why. Because I think like if you're healthy and even if you have a regular partner and you have regular like sexual contact with other people, you need to have your intimate relationship to yourself. It's just really important. I'm really happy that for me this experience now gives me the incentive for next time. So now I experience that it's worth it. So for me next time it will be easier to get myself into a mood to actually want to act upon my horniness, because I know that there's like pleasure at the end of the road, there's like a pot of gold at the rainbow, and I want to harvest that. It keeps me going. It's great. So people, go masturbate now. Ciao, I love you. Bye.